This is a training presentation about our tablets we use for our drivers and the relationship we have with Paradigm, who produces CabTraxPro and Sunset. And we'll go over all the highlights of the training, and this is introduction training. So the first thing we want to do is talk about the purpose of the CabTraxPro program. And it's to provide all our drivers with information electronically via the tablet that all drivers are issued that work for Sunset, owner operators and company drivers. Your load information will be sent to your tablet, so you see all your loads for that day. Your next day's loads will be sent to your tablet also. There's another section on your tablet, and we'll look at it in a few minutes. And so you'll be able to see your tomorrow loads as they're set up. In the past, we've used text or voicemail to set up tomorrow's loads and communicate them to the driver. We will no longer be doing that. So the drivers will be able to collect the haul data and the proof of delivery images electronically. We want to capture the entire proof of delivery with the stamp and signature. This is an area that we've had some issues with, but we're doing very, very well. But we need to continue to communicate that we need the entire POD, and it needs to be in focus. We have to be able to see the scale weight. It's the net tons, the 2 decimal points, the customer ticket number, and the image capture with that POD and stamp. Again, we need the entire POD image to be sent to us. The big point is, why are we doing this? Well, we want to provide quick and accurate settlements to drivers and bills to our customers. And we want to prepare for future tablet applications. These include e-logs, IFTA reports, eDVIR, and more as more tablet applications are being released. On this slide here, this is the basic look and feel, or the visual look that you'll have on your tablet. And you'll notice some things along the top. On the upper right hand side, there are 3 dots, and those are used to bring up your log in and log out menu. You'll also notice in the upper left hand side, this one says Sunset 1.1, so that'll always tell you what version of the software you're on. It'll tell you what this tablet is tracking, and it's tracking on your employee ID, and in this case the employee ID is logged on. Next, the order selection, there's nothing there until you tap it, and we will look at that in a few minutes on how to tap it. And then the white spaces are where you enter your data for a particular order, your tonnage and your ticket number, or your scale ticket number. Submit order actually activates the camera, and then you will have an opportunity to take an image or a copy or a picture of the entire order that will be sent back to billing and processed. So this is the basic look and feel, and you'll have pickup information, you'll have pickup instructions, you'll have drop-off information and drop-off instructions, and that'll be for every order on your tablet. Sunset, for this program with our tablets, uses 2 types of tablets: Verizon Ellipsis and AT&T LG. And just the basics here is that on the very top of the bezel, you'll see the power button. It's on the very left hand side. This you need to hold down to almost up to 10 seconds for the tablet to start, and you'll know when it started. There always has been some confusion about pushing it and nothing happens, but if you hold it for 10 seconds, it'll start. Over a little bit to the right, you'll have the volume up, and then it's sort of a toggle switch. You'll have a volume down, and those are the outside interfaces to the tablet. On the tablet itself, right now we're looking at the home page, and there's some important features to look here. At the A arrow is the home page. No matter where you are in any application, it'll bring you back to your home page, and there are times you're going to need to do that. So that's the little home icon there. On the B arrow is showing you the overlapping rectangles, and those will bring you into a window that shows you everything that's running. So if you happen to be using Google Maps at the same time you're using CabTrax, You can go back and forth between those two applications without restarting them by just going to the B button and going back and forth. The C arrow takes you to the applications gallery, and this is where you'll find all the applications that are loaded on your tablet. And if you can't find what you're looking for on your home page, if we haven't set it up, or you haven't set it up, or you've changed it, you can always go to the applications gallery and find what you're looking for by the icon. One more little item is there's a little U-turn arrow on the bottom, and that's the back button, and that just takes you back to the previous screen that you were on. Again, here we're looking at the home page, and what you'll probably find other applications. You should find the YouTube icon on here also, which provides you training. But this is what the CabTraxPro icon looks like for Sunset. And it should be on your home page. If for some reason it isn't, you would go to your applications gallery button and go find it, and you can either put it back on your home page, or you can just tap on it where you find it and it'll launch your application. Let's cover some general information before we go into the actual tablet training. The driver must log in each day and stay logged in all day. Then you log out at the end of your shift. Sometimes the tablet will have some odd message on it that you logged in. Do log in every day. All data input and image capture has to be done at the end of every trip. So when you unload is when you input your data, your tons, your ticket number, and then you take the image capture, because then you'll have the POD to go with it on the when you do the image capture. So this whole setup is designed to be, the actual input from the driver is designed to be done at the end of each trip, as opposed to the end of your shift. And on the POD, picture requires the entire POD. This is what our customer wants. They want to see the entire thing. There are some interesting images that we've gotten, and they do have the weight on there and the ticket number, but the customer won't accept it from us unless they can see the entire POD. So just some things to think about. Just general information, important information. At the start of each day, you need to hit the 3 dots here, and these dots will take you to your login screen. Again, you'll see the log in and log out. You need to log in every day. This is something that is real important, and log out at the end of your shift. Make it a habit to do this, and you shouldn't have any problems with your tablet. Once you've tapped the login, you'll see the opportunity to enter your driver ID. The tablets that we have sometimes are a little bit different, and the numbers are a little bit different as to how they're formatted on the screen, and the width of the login might be a little different. But either way, you're always entering your driver ID, not your truck ID, but your driver ID, and that's both for employees and owner-operators. Okay, getting into how to operate the tablet itself is that when you get to your unload, you pick the order that you're on. And as you scroll down through your tablet by just using your fingers to scroll through it, you'll find that the order you're on by the description, and we'll have the order number, and you have to select that order number before you put in anything else. So pick the order you're on, select it, and now you're ready to move on to the next step. Once you've selected your order that you're on, you have the opportunity to enter in the data that we want you to enter in. So we want, in this case, the tonnage. It should be on your scale ticket, and when your tonnage to 2 decimal points. So 22.22 or 24.24, we want to make sure you enter with the 2 decimal points. If you don't, the tablet will give you an audio error that says you've entered an incorrect value. Next, you enter the ticket number. Be very careful entering this ticket number. This is the number the customer looks at to pay us. They match this number up with the number in their system when they issue the scale ticket. So take your time, check your work, look at it, and make sure you've entered it correctly. Once you've entered those pieces of data, you're going to hit the submit button. This will transition the screen into the camera or image capture mode. Here is a sample of the image capture mode. You can see that it's a high quality image. They've used one of the tablets, whether it was issued by us or the driver bought it. We have tablets available. The entire ticket is visible. It's very clear, as you can read the ticket number, the tonnage, and the driver. Real important, the driver wrote the order number, which is our order number as opposed to the customer ticket number, and the driver wrote his driver number on there. Those two pieces that the driver did will help us make sure that we never get this in the wrong place. There's various ways we can check after the quality of this and making sure everything goes to the right place and we bill it correctly the first time. Spending a minute on this, when you take your picture, you have an opportunity to take a retake. If you're on an ellipsis, there's a check mark for I like the picture or an X for do it over. On the LG tablets, there's an OK for you like the picture, or a cancel, you want to do a retry. And you can do those retries to get a good image, a complete image. All you need as many times as you need, and then you hit once you hit OK or you hit the checkbox, it'll upload. The system will transition into uploading. It'll tell you it finished uploading, and then it'll go out and repopulate the rest of your orders. After you take your image, you'll see that the screen will transition to a screen that looks similar to this. Each tablet and each release are a little bit different, but essentially it's saying we're uploading the image that you just took along with the data that you entered. And it'll stay like this to up to 30 seconds. Sometimes it's a lot quicker than that depending on where you are. And then it'll transition back to your load information. So this is what you should expect to see. Let's take a look at this image for a minute. And this is an image from the camera, and the driver wrote the order number on there, and that's real good. But it can't be used. As you can see, the complete POD isn't there, and to the left is information, the product code information, which is the commodity. It can't be read by the customer themselves if they wanted to check this ticket. It's a very clear ticket. It has everything on it that we need, except it's unacceptable to our customers. So remember that when you're taking the tickets, that pictures of your tickets, that you need to get the entire ticket. I love the clarity of this ticket. It's just unusable. One of the things that we discussed was you're going to get tomorrow's orders on your tablet. And this is where you scroll down to the bottom and you'll see it says future orders, and it'll tell you what's lined up for you for your next day. So it'll have your order number and your pickup time, and you can calculate your yard time from there. And this will be on your tablet late in the day as the orders are beginning to be doled out to everybody. The dispatchers are very familiar with this. You can ask them basic questions. There'll be times they're going to want you to upgrade your tablets, and there are training videos on how to do those upgrades also. They only take a few minutes. Otherwise, if you need help, you can always call the Sunset Help Desk, 855-275-2809. Terminal managers are also very familiar with all these. So there's lots of places that you can get help if you need it. Please ask for it, and we'll reach out to you if we see that something's not working right. Thank you for your time.